It's a narrative, you must say.
I'm sorry for what I said. What I said is actually true, and I take full responsibility. As a Christian, as a husband, as a leader, that was quite unfortunate to say. Having said that, again, you realize that I'm a newbie in as far as political platforms are concerned. This is my first time vying. You've all known me to be a gospel minister. And, you know, switching to a political arena as of yesterday, where I made those statements, that was my first national political platform on TV. So as a beginner, as a starter, I ask Kenyans kindly forgive me because, yes, there was too much pressure around the show. Maybe to expound on on what I said, when I said that Daddy Owen chased me around with a panga, machete. I think it was an illustration that spun out of control. What I meant was, you know, you could differ. And the reason why I roped in Daddy Owen, I wanted to tell, to make Kenyans realize that politics can actually infiltrate even in between families. And I wanted to use the family example because that is what people understand the best. So as I was addressing my panelist also, I call him Honorable Jalango, I was trying to drive the point of he's of a political, a different political outfit. I'm of a different political outfit. But the fact that we are riding on different political platforms, that should not be reason enough to make us not look eye to eye after elections. Daddy Owen has been inclined towards ODM. For me, then, I was, should I say, I'd subscribed to PNU. And yes, we won the elections, and he was quite furious. So I saw it firsthand. When I was celebrating, he was not okay, because even him, he had so much expectation on winning the election. And when I said the machete, I was saying he was really sad, he was really hurt. But having been in that position, that does not justify anyone from abusing anyone, either physically or verbally. We are a peace-oriented family. I've lived with my younger brother, Daddy Owen, for over 10 years. We've never had disagreements. I roped him in to emphasize on the importance of politics can even divide immediate family. Twitter bullies, man, they've really done it. I remember driving from NTV, even before I got home, my phone was actually beeping. And then I said, let me just sleep over it. I think this one by tomorrow morning, it would have cooled down. Come morning now, I was getting calls from left, right, center. And that's when I decided I think we need to take action. We spoke with my brother and we said, let us come out in the open and handle the situation. What I've learned is you could say something, but I've just realized there's a difference between talking and communicating. Because for me, when I was talking, the understanding that I had within me, I thought it will automatically be, you know, aired, and people will understand where I'm coming from. But now I've realized that there was a miscommunication. So whatever I'd anticipated, whatever I'd wanted to communicate, definitely didn't resonate well with the ground. Whatever I said didn't come out as I'd wanted to come across. So there was a miscommunication. What I've just picked is that during this political season, emotions are very high. And I'll give another example. Not many people knew that at that time, Daddy Owen was affiliated, or he was inclining towards the ODM. So there are people who've reserved their political inclination. They're your friends, they're your family. But once you start rattling them the wrong way, you realize, Bana, hey, you could even lose friends, you could even lose workmates. So I would urge my fellow politicians and my fellow leaders to minimize and to be wise with their sentiments. I want to tell the Nairobians that I'm still in the race. I still believe that the young people have to be represented from both the national and the county government. I still believe it's time for change. All the 17 constituencies in Nairobi have to get the best services, they have to get the best revenue distribution, and I'm here as their defender. So moving forward, know that you also have a human political leader. I'm not here to, purport to be a superhero. No, I make mistakes just like the youths in Nairobi and every other person is making mistake. I've taken responsibility. Moving forward, I'll also make other mistakes. But the best thing I believe is to honor them, and then you let God forgive, and I also hope that He'll give me favor with people to forgive me. As a senator, you're dealing with legislation, passing of laws, and then you're actually the defender, or you actually a defender of devolution. You must make sure that the national cake actually reaches to all the constituencies. That one has not been done well. Every year, unfortunately, the youth watch the television, they listen to the media, where there are bills being passed and they're told there's money which has been allocated for infrastructure, money has been allocated onto health, money has been allocated onto business. But unfortunately, it's like wishful thinking. It never gets to them. They realize every year they're the same, if not worse. So for me, if I will be allowed by God's grace to become the Nairobi Senator, I'll make sure that the money that has been allocated, the around 32 billion that has been allocated to the Nairobi County, actually gets to the people who need it the most. Issues about, we're having problems with the water. Like Nairobi, the name Nairobi means a freshwater city. And that is one of the deficiencies that we're having. So I'm not even talking about people getting secondary needs. Nairobians don't have basic needs. There's an issue with the traffic. There's an issue with water. There's an issue even with the sewer lines. So I'll go for those basic things first, and then we can build up from there. In all humility, I think politics found me here. I'm an activist. I'm always very passionate about justice and injustices. Since I was young, I don't tolerate bullies and people who take advantage of others. So I'll stay on my lane, and if that happens to be the lane that will take me to politics, so be it. And if I don't even get elected, I will still continue doing what I'm passionate about. So the people who are talking about assuming that because we are popular, we want to convert our goodwill into political leadership, I will tell them honestly, the people who've known me even before I became a politician, and I keep on overemphasizing on the point that I've been a music, or should I say, a creative industry activist. You've seen me defending the SKIZA, should I say, percentages. We are some of the artists who actually pushed for this bill to be taken on to Parliament. And we thank His Excellency the President because he ascended onto the bill. And now, musicians have gotten a better SKIZA increment from about 15% to 35%. And also thanks Safaricom because they heeded to that request. I've also been at the frontier in fighting the 3 CMOs, that is MCSK, Prisk and Camp, to making sure that all the revenues that are collected from business people are actually getting to the artists. You've heard people complaining about being paid. Major leading artists saying they're only getting 2,500 per annum. So those are some of the qualities that I had even before announcing that I want to get into politics. So I would say, yes, my name Rufftone is actually a plus. I would actually say my name Rufftone is actually a plus. But even before Rufftone, the politician was there. And I think it's a calling. And I hope that I will deliver.
So unasema 2007 wewe ulikuwa PNU, your brother was in the DL. Sasa hii sijui kama anakuunga mkono pale kwa bottom.
He's of age. He can speak for himself.
Okay, what I know, I was very partisan in politics a long time ago. I was very passionate and all that. Mimi naona mtu nilikuanga yani campaign imefika wapi, I rush home to go watch news and all that. But I think in 2007 that's where my passion for politics died off. It doesn't mean that I'm not in governance, it doesn't mean that I'm not interested in politics, but I think I just stopped being like over partisan about something, you understand? Because governor ni alisema ule governor wa Shingishu alisema siasa usiweke huko ndani. Usiweke kwa roho. Eka tu hapa juu. So for me since that time I view politics as just something that will come and go, and we continue being brothers, sisters, continue being families, we continue being different tribes in one country. So in 2007, I was very partisan and passionate. And when ODM lost, I was so disappointed. But what I know, I never carried a panga. I never moved out with which boys and all that. I think my brother was just under pressure at that moment and he had to give an illustration using my name, but I never carried a panga. And I've never been a violent guy when it comes to politics, because since that time, I don't think I'm not even actively participating in politics. And even he knows. But him is very passionate about politics. But for me, I'm not. Most of the time when politics, we get to the political ear, we know how volatile politics can be and how the pressure can be so high. What I do most of the time, I engage myself into peaceful campaigns. I do campaigns around the country, just urging young people to participate in politics, but in positive politics, and to ensure that at the end of the day, we must have a conducive environment which is peaceful for all of us to get a chance to vote and just present ourselves to what we believe should be our future. I support him on a personal level, but you'll never see me out there being vocal about it, because for me, I'm one of those artists. At a shows a campaign, I don't take campaign shows because najuanga hata ni pesa ngapi ninakupewa. I always tell guys, I don't participate in anything political. So for him, I'll support him, and even right now, I know his passion. Si kitu amamka asubuhi akadecide he wants to become a politician. He's a guy who has been very vocal when it comes to social justice and all that. And apart from that, he's a guy who really loves politics and where Kenya is going as a young person. So I know him for so many years. He's my brother, and I know his passion for politics. Now, I'll support him. I told him even from the word go, if you are running for it, I'll support you. But guys, I know guys are expecting to see me niko hapo ndani Twitter natukana na watu. I don't do that. Ama kuniona huko nje, no, I don't do that. I believe he's a strong man, and akona ability to do it on his own.
So thanks for coming.
Yeah, no.